What is going on, guys? It is your boy Fire bringing us a brand new video here today. Gonna be talking about esports media clashing with mainstream media. So if you guys didn't know, professional Call of Duty player, and before we get into this, the background, I don't really know what you guys have been watching in the background. Probably some AW gameplay with the BAL, most likely, because that's like the only decent gun until they patch all of the other weapons. But let's get right into it. So you guys didn't know, Nadeshot was actually featured. He's a professional Call of Duty player that plays under the team of Optic Gaming. He was featured on the front page of the New York Times Sunday edition. You know, Sunday's like that big newspaper day compared to all the other days of the week. And he was featured on it, and he kind of instantly blew up. You know, a lot of different websites started picking it up, mainly because of the numbers that he made and why he's making them. So if you guys don't know, he's a professional Call of Duty player. That means he plays the game competitively. You know, he doesn't play it like everyone else. You know, he doesn't just go into a random game and is just better than everyone else. He actually plays against other professional players at a very high skill level, and they compete for very large cash prizes. Now, it's not the biggest esport out there. That would have to probably be League of Legends or even Dota 2. And I think Call of Duty come into a close third. StarCraft, I think, is a bit bigger as well, but Call of Duty definitely a close third. And Nadeshot definitely has the highest social media presence of, I think, any professional player of any Call of Duty esport. You know, his social media presence is crazy. He's got over 800,000 followers on Twitter, which is a fucking lot, and over 1.5 million subscribers. And you know, he is a very good player. He's top 20 when it comes to his actual skill, but you know, his media outlets like Twitch, like YouTube. Obviously, he doesn't stream on Twitch anymore. He streams on MLG.TV. But YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all these things, it kind of blew him up. And you know, he used to work at McDonald's, which is a big thing as well that these newspapers featured him in. He worked at McDonald's, and then now he's making around $800,000 a year without taxes, just off of playing competitive Call of Duty and streaming and making YouTube videos. So a lot of people were very controversial about this topic. Let me know what you think. You know, is this a real job to you guys? A lot of people are like, oh, you know, this isn't a real job. A notable person is Howard Stern, and you know, his little groupie guys that, you know, do the show. Obviously, Howard Stern, it's kind of like his radio talk show is about making fun of different things, whether it's, you know, video games or pop culture or really anything. That's his thing. A lot of people, especially Optic fans, especially esports fans, didn't really understand that. I did, so I didn't really get pissed off about it. But you know, his guest host, I'm not really sure too much about that, but there was a guest host that called all the people that watch this mutants, and he's an idiot, which I don't really get. You know, a job is something that you make money out of. That's what I consider a job. You know, even Kim Kardashian, who really did nothing to have the millions of dollars that she has, it's still technically her job. You know, that's what she does. That's how she makes money. You know, a job doesn't necessarily mean you have to have a, you know, it has to be like a unionized job. You have to be working 9 to 5. You have to be making a certain amount of money per year. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, you don't have to be an entrepreneur. You just have to be whatever you want to be, and that will make you money in a better way. And Nadeshot did that. And a lot of people were saying, you know, how he's an idiot, how he's just like a gaming loser, and that he's such a virgin and stuff like that, which really doesn't make any sense. You know, he's had a girlfriend for like the longest time. They're not together anymore, but he did, and he's not incapable of getting one. The thing that sets Nadeshot and a lot of the actual athletes in the world apart is that Nadeshot actually interacts with his fans. You know, you have Luis Suarez, who's a professional soccer player or a footballer, and he tweeted out saying that he was thankful. He wasn't thankful, but he was proud of Lionel Messi for scoring the most amount of goals in La Liga or whatever it was, and they got 2,000 favorites. And then Nadeshot posted a tweet saying like, you know, glad to be part of the Green Wall with Crim6 and Formal, and that got 5,000 favorites. You know, his social media presence is crazy, even compared to a lot of the real athletes and the real celebrities in the world. And you know, the things he does to grow Call of Duty esports, I don't think a lot of people give him enough credit for. You know, this isn't me trying to suck Nadeshot's dick, and the thing is, with all these different websites like Business Insider and Unilad and all these ones, they kind of call him a scrawny little kid that grew up. You know, there's a lot of work and effort that gets put into this kind of stuff. You know, you have to be playing 8 to 10 hours a day to play at the top level. You know, soccer players, they play like, oh, you know, 4 to 5 hours. Obviously, it's more commitment in soccer and basketball and that kind of stuff. I'm not saying it's not, but even when they're sitting in chairs and stuff like that, it is considered a sport. technically, by the definition, you know, it's using physical exertion and mental exertion in the form of entertainment. This is entertaining. You are entertaining people of the public. You know, hundreds of thousands of people tune into their live streams and the live events they hold every every couple of weeks, and as well as, you know, it's mental. You know, you have to understand that where you're going in the game, what you're doing, how to play the game, how to kill properly, where to move at certain times. And it's not like they're moving their players with their minds, they're using their hands, so there is a bit of physical exertion. I can tell you this, as a player myself, it does get really tiring playing this game. Don't just think that it's just fun and games. Most pro players don't like practicing, you know, because that's boring to them, because you're just doing the same thing over and over again, trying to practice and get better, and that's pretty stale to them. So, you know, it's kind of boring for a lot of people. But at the same time, they do it and they treat this like a sport, and they should get a lot of credit, because credit is due here. Because what they do, even though it's in front of a monitor and it's not socially accepted yet, it definitely will be. You know, you have things like Dota 2, who had a $10 million international, and you also had League of Legends, which also had an international event with sponsors like Coca-Cola and Samsung and all these huge names, which around 45 million people watched, which was bigger than the Olympics, some Olympic events. So I mean, that in itself is so crazy, and you know, they don't give enough credit to Nadeshot and Optic and NB and FaZe and all these growing you know, companies and organizations that are gonna get big one day. Believe me, they will. Call of Duty eSports is gonna blow up like League of Legends eventually. We'll get there, and you know, by the time that Call of Duty gets there, League of Legends will have skyrocketed as well. And Nadeshot by himself averages more views than almost every single, if not every single, League of Legends streamer there is. It's just there are more consistent League of Legends streamers that gets you know, tens of thousands of views. So that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know your insight. Do you think this is a real job? Do you respect Nadeshot for what he does and why he's getting recognition? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please make sure to like and comment. That really helps on the channel. And without further ado, it's been your boy Vibrant, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.